One of my goals for 2026 is to be disgustingly educated. I am smart, okay? But I want to be smarter. Here are all the books I'm going to be reading in 2026. Starting off strong with Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton, A Little Life by Hanya Yaganihara, The Kite Runner by Khalid Uzeni, Feminism is for Everybody by Bell Hooks, ADHD for Smartest Women by Tracy Otsuka, Emotional Labor by Rose Hackman, A Feminist Theory of Violence by Francois Vergès, The Prediction by Faith Raquel Beatty, Animal Farm by George Orwell, Men Who Hate Women by Laura Bates, Half of a Yellow Sun by my queen Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, Rock Paper Scissors by Alice Finney, Don't Let Her Stay by Nicola Sanders, Rose Mother by Stephen King, Margot Got Money Trouble by Rufy Top, Take It Back by Kai Abdullah, Dan Brown's famous trilogy, Angels and Demons, The Da Vinci Code, and Lost Symbols, Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe, The Joys of Motherhood, Second Class Citizen, and The Bride Price by Buchi Emecheta. I love when I'm having conversations with people and they're like, oh, you're so articulate, you're so smart, you're so intelligent. Yeah, of course. Apart from the fact that now follow common sense I get, I also read, and in 2026 I want to read even more books that would shape my life, books that will shape my adulting experiences, and I'm here for it. I had to zoom in because I mean serious business. I want you people to see my face. Yeah. Here are all the books I'm going to be reading in 2026. Starting off strong with Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Alderton. So this book basically explores the writer's teenage years and also her adulting years, and I've always wished that I would have a book that would actually help me navigate friendships, love, relationships, just things that happen to you when you're an adult, and I'm hoping that this book gives me that. Okay, A Little Life by Hanya Yaganihara. Even from the cover of the book, you see a sad man, and then people have said that it's a very sad book, so I'm curious to know what this book is about. The Kite Runner by Khalid Uzeni. I heard that it's about betrayal, friendships, and whatnot. I'm curious to know what this book is really about because I've read one book, A Thousand Splendid Suns, by him, and then everybody kept on saying, oh, it was very sad, it made me cry. I read the book and I did not shed a tear. I beg. So I don't know. It was quite a sad book, but it wasn't like sad that, oh my god, but different strokes for different folks. Feminism is for Everybody by Bell Hooks. I mean, I'm a feminist and I really want to get into feminist theory to know how I can really help in the movement, right? How can I make impacts? ADHD for Smartest Women by Tracy Otsuka, I think. But if you're an ADHD girl, you know how hard it is to actually live a daily life. Like, you're not living the average man's life. Hope you guys know. Things are a little more difficult. Things are different. Your brain is different from other people's brains. So I really want to read books that would help me navigate my ADHD brain and my ADHD experiences, so that I would know that I'm not running mad, that some people actually go through these things too. Yeah. Emotional Labor by Rose Hackman. I mean, from the name Emotional Labor, you should already know that it's a book targeted at women. You know, in our society today, we labor a lot and then it is often overlooked. So I'm guessing this is what the book will be about. Really just navigating, and opening the minds of women to know that, these things that you're doing is actually taking a toll on you. I guess so. I've not read the synopsis, but from the name, I guess that's how it will be. And I'm very, very excited to read this book, right? A Feminist Theory of Violence by Francois Vergès. I'm so sorry, I know I murdered her name, but yes, this is another feminist book, and like I said, I want to really know feminist theory, so I'm excited to read this. The Prediction by Faith Raquel Beatty. It talks about free will, fate, the consequences of knowing the future. Okay, I'm interested. Sign me up already. Animal Farm by George Orwell. This is something that I read as a child. It's a political fiction, talks about government. But when I read it that time, I didn't understand it. So I'm going to read it again to have, an understanding of what this book is really about. And it's a classic. So yeah. Men Who Hate Women by Laura Bates. So it talks about how extreme misogyny can be, and the whole incel culture. This book is written by a journalist, so I'm really curious to know what she investigated about and what she puts in the book. And just so you know, I'm going to read about 3 of her books this year because I'm really getting into feminism books. Half of a Yellow Sun by my queen Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Chief Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Basically, I want to know more about Biafran history and culture, so I want to read this book to open my mind about that. Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Finney. It's a psychological thriller about a troubled marriage. Woo! Do I need to say more? Sign me up. There's nothing I love more than a book where the couple, they are crazy and they're having secrets. I read one earlier in this year. I'm going to talk about it later. But girl, any book that the man and the husband, the wife and the husband, the husband and the wife rather, are keeping secrets from each other, and it's a thriller, sign me up. I always like to eat it. I go chop am like her or whatever the video said. I felt that. Don't Let Her Stay by Nicola Sanders. This one has a similar plot line with the other Rock, Paper, Scissors, but it's a domestic thriller, basically it's a tense domestic thriller about trust, obsession, and danger inside the home. Sign me up. I know that this book is going to be interesting. It's going to be crazy. I'm down 100%. Rose Mother by Stephen King. When you hear Stephen King, the first thing that comes to your head is horror. But in this book, Stephen King decides to explore domestic violence. So it's about a woman trying to leave her abusive husband, basically. And I'm up for it. Anything that gives me awareness about the struggles of women, I like to read because it helps me empathize with these women, and also helps me, from whatever decisions they have made, it educates me to know that, okay, if you find yourself in this situation tomorrow, these are the kind of things you should do. Or if you know somebody in this situation, this is the kind of advice you can give them. So yeah, sign me up. Margot Got Money Troubles, or Margot's Got Money Troubles, honestly, by Rufi Top or something like that. But this book was in my 2025 TBR. I did not get to read it, so I'm just basically passing it to 2026, hoping that I read it. I heard it's a very funny book about a young woman navigating single motherhood. That's like the only thing I know about the book, so I guess I have to read it to then do a review about it later if it's worth the read. Okay. Take It Back by Kai Abdullah. You guys, this year 2025, I read my first book by Kai Abdullah, and Take It Back by Kai Abdullah. You guys, I read my first ever book by Kai Abdullah, and girl, I don't know, it was so intense. It was something that I did not want to drop. It was next of kin. Take It Back by Kai Abdullah is a courtroom drama that basically tells us about a teenage rape allegation and conflicting truths. So basically, I think it was about 4 boys who raped the girl. I don't know, I read the synopsis one time, but I can't really remember. But I'm going to insert the main storyline, and I'm so eager to read it because I know one thing about Kai Abdullah. She writes a good thriller. Okay, you would not be able to drop that book until you're done. Next of kin, no, it was 8.5 for me. I'm hoping this one tops 8.5. Next would be Dan Brown's famous trilogy, Angels and Demons, The Da Vinci Code, and Lost Symbols. So those 3 books, I want to read it because I heard one talks about religion, conspiracy, another one talks about Illuminati, science. I shall know that it's historical fiction, I guess. So I really want to read this trilogy. I know that, yes, me save, I don't read them, and I want to learn a lot because I heard that it will open your brain to really know, especially about religion. It would really make you think deep about religion. Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. This is something that I've always wanted to read. I heard it talks about tradition, colonialism, masculinity, power in African societies. I read one of Chinua Achebe's book this year. Oh god, I can't remember, but I'll put the name up here. But basically, when I read that book, this book was written in 1983 or thereabouts, and it was so sad that what that man wrote then is still so valid in 2025. My heart broke, right? Because I'm like, what? You mean somebody had too much insight and we're still facing the same problems in Africa, in Nigeria? It's very embarrassing. But yes, I want to read more of his books because I really want to know a lot about politics, political fiction. Sign me up. I want to know history so bad. I want to be disgustingly educated in historical books. Yeah. The Joys of Motherhood, Second Class Citizen. and The Bride Price by Buchi Emecheta. I really want to read these books in 2025. I heard that in that Joys of Motherhood, there's nothing joyful about that book. Second Class Citizen, of course, is self-explanatory. Maybe it talks about how women are regarded as second-class citizen. And then Bride Price, I really do not have any context to what this book is about, but randomly I'm of the opinion that Bride Price should be abolished, because I mean, it's very problematic. But I'm hoping maybe the book will touch on that. I really don't know what it's about, but I'm excited to read those 3 books from Buchi Emecheta in 2025. I'm going to read other books in 2026, but like these are the 26 books I'm going to prioritize in the year 2026. You can follow me, so you follow my journey on the books, and then when I review them, you get to know what these books are about. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. A Little Life by Hanya Yoganihara. I hope I got that right. Ududua, please leave me back.